Hi, it's my favorite time of day, the time of day when I get to read a good book to you. Today we're going to read Ruby Finds a Worry, and it's by Tom Percival. Have you ever been worried about something? I bet you have, because we've all been worried about something before. And this is about a little girl who has a worry on her mind. And I like it because the author wrote you a little note in the back. And I'm going to read what the author said first, because it's important to understanding the story. Dear reader, this is a book about a girl who can't get rid of a worry. Everyone worries about things from time to time, and it can be hard to stop. Even though we can't see our worries like Ruby can, they're there with us. Ignoring them can sometimes make them worse. So here are a few questions to ask yourself when you think you have a worry stuck to you. What am I feeling? Sad, angry, anxious, or all three? What could be causing me to feel this way? Who can I talk to about it? No matter what you're feeling, remember, it always helps to talk about it. Be open, be honest, be you. And that is important to know because, like I said, everyone worries from time to time. Kids, adults, everyone. I also really like the illustrations in this book. Ruby finds a worry. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high, and she loved to explore wild, faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that at first Ruby hardly noticed it. But then the worry started to grow. Each day it got a little bit bigger. You ever done that? You have a small problem and the more you think about it, the bigger it seems to get. It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast, staring at her over the cereal box, and it was still there at night when she brushed her teeth. Does she look very happy with that worry? The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? Ruby didn't realize it, but she was doing the worst thing you can ever do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Now the worry was enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at dinner time. It filled up half the school bus. And it took up whole rows at the movie theater. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about, and it seemed like she would never be happy again. Then one day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? It was. Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. She asked the boy what was on his mind, and as he told her, the strangest thing happened. His worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever do if you have a worry. She talked about it. As the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Soon, both of their worries were gone. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, They never hung around for long. I really like that book. I want to thank Mrs. Bing for letting me borrow it. I like that book, and I wonder what you think the theme of the book is. I think you might be right, Lucas, that if you talk about your problems, sometimes that helps a lot. And if you have a trusted friend or a teacher, a parent, a grandparent that you can talk about your worries with, then I think you'll find that, like Ruby, your worries will get smaller and smaller. All right, I will see you next time. Bye, Grayson.